everyone. Welcome to Topic of the Day. In this edition, we will discuss about the Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Maandhan scheme. Now, recently, this was in news as the Labour Ministry launched Donate a Pension initiative under the Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Maandhan Pension Yojana. Let us discuss about the scheme. Its objective is to allow a citizen to donate the premium contribution of their immediate support staff, such as domestic workers, drivers, helpers, caregivers, nurses, etc., in their household or establishment. In this, the donor can pay contribution for a minimum of 1 year, with the amount ranging from Rs 660 to Rs 2,400 per year, depending on the age of the beneficiary. Let us discuss about the Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Maandhan Yojana. It is the world's largest pension scheme that was launched back in 2019. Also, it is a central sector scheme administered by Ministry of Labour and Employment. Now, as we know, the central sector scheme is implemented by a central agency and it is fully funded by the central government. Let us now discuss the eligibility requirement of the beneficiaries. This scheme is for unorganized workers aged between 18 to 40 years with a monthly income of less than or equal to Rs 15,000. He or she should not be an income taxpayer and should not be covered under the National Pension Scheme or the ESIC, etc. Let us discuss some of the features of the scheme. On reaching the age of 60, the beneficiaries would get Rs 3,000 monthly pension and 50% of the pension to the spouse after the death. It functions on a 50-50 basis where prescribed age-specific contribution shall be made by the beneficiary and the matching contribution shall be made by the central government. Now, if we talk about the unorganized or the informal sector, these are small or scattered units which are not under the government control. Also, there is no legitimate provisions for work. If we talk about India, around 80% of India's labor force is employed in the informal sector. Now, some factors responsible for informalization: unstable policies and complex laws. There is poor skill set and deficit of infrastructure. Also, there are strikes and protests, which lead to employee-employer conflicts. Then we have competition and neoliberalization. Neoliberalization is the term often used in association with free market capitalization. If we talk about some other government initiatives in this regard, we have the eShram portal, that is database for unorganized sector workers. Then we have the Unorganized Workers Social Security Act of 2008, the PM-JYOTI and Bima Yojana. Further on, we have Ayushman Bharat and schemes like Manrega. Also, there is Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. Now, let us take up a practice question on this topic. With reference to the Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Maandhan scheme, consider the following statements. First, it is a central sponsored scheme administered by the Ministry of Labour and Employment. Second, the scheme is for informal workers whose monthly income is less than 20,000 rupees. Third, around half of India's labour force is employed in the informal sector. Which of the given above statements are not correct? You can write your answers in the comment section below. So the correct answer is D. All the three statements are incorrect. First of all, it is a central sector scheme, not a central sponsored scheme. It is for informal workers with monthly income of less than 15,000 rupees. And not half but around 80% of India's labour force is employed in the informal sector. So the correct option is option D. So this was all for today's topic of the day. For regular updates, you can follow us on our social media handles. And for more such videos, do stay tuned to the next IAS YouTube channel.